Ladies and gentlemen, America, cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Well, the big news from yesterday is Donald Trump's Bronx rally. Apparently, to the campaign, they were expecting about 3,500 people. 25,000 people came out. This is the bluest county in the country. Let me tell you some other things about it. At this event, he had lots of people speak. A Puerto Rican man endorsed him. Guess what else happened? He read the snake thing about immigration. And you know what? There's been a lot of interviews of these people, and they're all pumped up for Trump. Now, just imagine this. AOC's congressional district, and right near the Manhattan trial going on against him. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, MAGA-nomics is what he announced yesterday. So to counter Bidenomics, we got to have Meganomics. Nice move. Scotty Scheffler. You know old Scotty Scheffler. Well, turns out yesterday, and this is just outrageous, the police officer was disciplined for not turning on his camera. From a cruiser camera, though, it was caught proving this guy lied. Lied about being dragged, lied about everything. You know what? I have zero doubt. This guy did the classic cop losing his temper when he shouldn't lose his temper. And how there wasn't somebody, I don't know if Scotty Scheffler identified himself, but it's a bad look, arresting the number one golfer. And by the way, the trumped up charges, assaulting a police officer, where did that happen? I mean, this is a bad look. It's a bad look. And by the way, this is the Louisville PD doing this to a white guy who's rich. Not a black guy, a white guy who's rich. All right, Obama can't make it up, man. Obama came back for the Kenya state dinner. Biden put on a state dinner for Kenya, and you know, if you didn't remember, if you've forgotten, the issue was Barack Obama really born in Kenya where he lived a little bit? Isn't it wild? All right, and there was a press conference that was just insane with the Kenya prime minister. I mean, Joe Biden looked like a completely demented goofball. All right, Ashley Biden, speaking of the Bidens, it's been verified that her diary is legitimate. Is it not beyond remarkable, that there is not questioning of Joe Biden and Ashley Biden and Ashley Biden's dad, Ashley Biden's brothers? Is this true? Is this true? Did your dad, Joe Biden, do this? Joe, did you do this? Why did you put this in your diary if it wasn't true? You never thought this would see the light of day. Think about that, folks. The legitimacy that this is in a diary that she would never, ever dream would go public until it was stolen. Dow closed 600 down, getting close to 39,000 again. This is a great story to show you how DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, doesn't work. About 10 or 20 years ago, the dean of the UCLA Medical School decided to diversify, equity, include. Well, apparently, half the medical students in her school can't pass a test. Not like the medical exams. We're talking about like the tests for the course. Just think about that. Let's turn out doctors who suck. All right, Tulsi Gabbard, according to the New Hampshire poll, is numero uno as the vice president pick. Governor Hochul first said that blacks didn't know how to turn on a computer. Well, yesterday she called the Trump supporters clowns. Her deplorable moment, if you would. Unbelievable. All right, the drug cartel's apparently taking over all the tortilla business in Mexico. I'm telling you. They're diversifying. Student debt. This guy buys votes, tries to buy votes, with our money for giving debt. It's criminal. McDonald's shooting. This woman right here started firing bullets at a McDonald's because her hash browns and eggs were not what they were supposed to be. Wow. There's some things that trigger me, but not my hash browns and eggs. Baltimore Catholics ought to be sad. 30 churches, Catholic churches, are getting shut down, and this is wild. Baltimore, Maryland, was founded as a Catholic colony. A Lord Baltimore, where Baltimore's named after, founded the colony. The Catholic Church has always been huge in our major cities, especially on the East Coast. So for Baltimore to be closing 30 churches, wow. All right, the Knights of Columbus couldn't get a parade permit from Joe Biden's administration for Memorial Day. Unbelievable. By the way, may all of you have a happy and wonderful Memorial Day. Do not be a saucy, puppy-headed lootster. Shakespeare insult. The day is chosen by Jamie Spindley. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, American Jerry and Bulldog Nation, not a lot of local news, I think, worth reporting. A chemical exposure in Anderson Pool sent 13 people to Mercy Anderson Hospital. Interesting. Scotty Scheffler, we're reporting this on all our shows because it goes all the way across the board. Scotty Scheffler, the police officer involved, is disciplined for not having his camera turned on, and the video refutes everything the officer said. This cop, lying like hell, assaulted my ass. Prosecutor asks for help. This guy pictured here is wanted for 2 counts of sexual abuse. Neil Mormon in his name. And the Campbell County prosecutor wants your help. Governor DeWine, this is the big story. Governor DeWine is calling an Ohio special session so he can fix what the Biden campaign screws up. Don't get on the ballot. He's calling for can you imagine a Democratic governor doing this for Trump? Hell no. This is a big deal. It's not Trump's fault. It is Biden's campaign's fault. Why does Governor DeWine want to help them out? You know why? Make it look like he's bipartisan. See, I can't stand this guy, but he's your governor. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. DeWine is the jackwagon of the day.
Hello, Bulldog Nation. Jamie Spindley here with Eric Deters World News. Today's headlines. A building collapse on Spain's Mediterranean island of Mallorca has left at least 4 people dead and 21 others injured when the roof of a restaurant gave away. Chinese military continued its war drills around Taiwan this morning, showcasing their ability to seize power and control key areas. Chinese naval vessels and military aircrafts have circled the island since yesterday. In other news, a massive landslide is feared to have killed many after striking 6 remote villages in Papua New Guinea. And the wreckage of the USS Arda, a US Navy submarine that sank the most Japanese warships during World War II, has been discovered in the South China Sea. The submarine was found 3,000 feet below water of the northern island of Luzon in the Philippines, some 80 years after it was sunk by enemy forces. That's the latest headlines. I hope you all have a fantastic Memorial weekend. I will be off on Monday, and I will see you all Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, America, Jerry and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Padres beat the Reds 6-4. The Reds lose another series. Boy, they're in a tailspin. By the way, I think it's a combination, the Reds, it's a combination of the following factors. One, a lot of injuries. Think about this. Marte suspended half the year, doesn't come back to the end of June, 80 games. The biggest one is their second baseman getting hurt. I mean, that's it. McLean. That's just devastating. He was their best player last year. Friedel being hurt. Okay, so that's 3. And Carcione, that's 4. I mean, almost half your starting lineup. Then your best pitcher goes down. But then the other thing is, unlike last year, there was always this momentum and enthusiasm that led to other things. That's missing this year. It's almost like an organic enthusiasm that just doesn't exist. So I don't know what the problem is. It looks like this could be a lost year, unfortunately, going backwards. I personally still have faith in this team and their young players. Celtics last night beat the Pacers 126-110. The bad news for the Pacers is Halliburton, their star, has got a hamstring problem. Scotty Scheffler, we're reporting it on all shows. 1, cop discipline. 4, not turning on his body camera. 2, the video tells that this guy was lying, never got dragged at all, didn't get assaulted. And last but not least, it's finally been revealed that Stetson, being out last year, the Georgia quarterback that went to the Rams and was out all, they never said what it was, that he was just drained emotionally, mentally, everything else, and wanted to take a break. Why couldn't they just said that? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, American Church Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture. Well, P. Diddy is now being accused of forcing a woman to have sex with somebody, yada, yada, yada. I think Diddy is gone. Diddy's kind of gangster, so hopefully he's got $5 to $10 million in cash and gold somewhere, and he should go ahead and make his plan to leave the country and live out his life. You're not going to ever come back, ever come back from that video of him kicking and beating the hell out of that woman, Cassie. Never, especially after he lied about never doing it. Now the wheels fall off and everything comes out. It's like Weinstein. Once it comes out, now you know why P. Diddy would settle those lawsuits after they were filed. The problem is P. Diddy should have settled them before they were filed. Strategic mistake. Dumbass lawyers probably. You know, you have to stop the ball of yarn from ever getting unraveled. That's how you solve these problems. But Rice never came back from beating the hell out of his girlfriend in the elevator, the football player. Just can't. It's just too much. Cracker Barrel. They're in trouble. Stock's fallen. They say they're not as relevant as they once were. I don't get that because I think good food's always relevant. McDonald's shooting. This woman right here went to McDonald's shooting because she's mad about her hash browns and eggs. She looks like somebody I wouldn't want to mess with, Sabrina. What do you think?
Well, she's trigger ready, like you said.
Yeah. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.